So for the fans of my music, I have some great news. I've been working on a new Apathy album over the past year, and it's about 95% recorded right now. I finished most of the vocals earlier this week, and all that's left right now are a couple of leads and some samples that need a bit of work before I can start putting everything together. Right now, I can't tell you when it's going to be ready for release. It could take anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months. I don't really know. I'm aiming for June 20th, which is the day of the summer solstice, but that might be a little ambitious since it gives me less than 2 weeks. But a hard deadline is probably a good motivator. Obviously, I'm not going to force it to come out if it's not ready. It's been a really long time, relatively speaking, since I released any music, compared to all the other albums that are coming out every 2 or 3 months. The last album that I released was Serpent in September, and the last Apathy album before that was Origins, which had its 1 year anniversary just a couple days ago. But this album has been in the works for a long time now, mainly because I'm pretty much starting from scratch, and I really want everything on this to be perfect. I know every band says their latest album is the best thing they've ever produced, and they're proud of how it turned out, but I really do think everything comes together nicely on this album, and it's a culmination of all the things I've learned working on the past, the 5 previous albums before. Now, I can't give too many details right now, but I will tell you that there's a good amount of content on this album. Unlike the 5-track, 30-minute, albums that I've been throwing out since the demo, this is actually going to be a lot closer to the demo material than anything else. It's 7 songs. I haven't added up the time yet, but since the tracks aren't finished, but I think it's going to come up to just under an hour or so of material. The production value has definitely kicked up a lot, even since Serpent, where I started using new drums. I've started to build on different production techniques just to get the sound a lot more flexible and much improved compared to the stuff I've released in the past. And here there's a pretty good variety of songs: fast and slow, short and long, heavy and melodic. Just a little bit of everything that I've touched on over the past couple of years. I'm definitely playing with some more complex arrangements, but at the same time, there's still going to be simple songs because I'm a firm believer sometimes that less is more. So as always, I'm doing everything on my own, for better or worse. I hope it's getting better, especially the artwork, which I really should be paying a professional, but at the same time, I guess doing it myself falls more in line with what the project's all about, regardless of how the final product turns out. Of course, more details are going to come out as we get closer to completion. I'm probably going to release artwork and the track list once the first mix is done, and then release some teaser bits and maybe a whole song at a later point. Now, the part you've all been waiting for, of course, it's still going to be free to stream and download off of Bandcamp. I don't believe in charging money for something that's done for myself and by my own means. Nobody's giving me studio time. I'm not paying for studio time to do this, so there's no reason for me to charge anything for it. Personally, I think the best way to listen to my music is to listen to the full album here on YouTube, since it's continuous with no cuts in between songs. And it's not like that there are a lot of transitions between songs, but still, I think the pacing, for me, when I stream on Bandcamp, there's when I listen to things, there's an interruption between songs, there's a pause when you go from one track to the other, and I feel like that sort of interrupts the experience that I'm trying to put together on this album. So either download it and then just listen to it through an offline player where there won't be any cuts, or listen to the full album on YouTube, the full video. But that's pretty much all I have to say right now on the new album. I guess I could give you the title, but I think I'll save it for when I talk more about the details, when the actual album is about to come out.